Hello again. Good to be with you, and I truly mean that. Bill Pfeiffer speaking from Mary's Field. All kinds of good things happen here. Always good news. Feel free and feel some obligation to share the good news with others. The world in which we live is falling apart like a cheap sweater. You know that, and I know that. And anything that we can do to keep that from happening or enliven other people's lives is a gift. The spiritual life for each of us is a very difficult thing. It's easier to dig ditches 8 hours a day than it is to change ourselves and to change other people. I mean, we really are committed. We have these pre-programmed emotional programs that allow us to only hear what we want to hear, and we reject what we don't want to reject. People just don't want to change, and that's for all of us. That's the truth. I've come across, and I've shared this many times over the years, some wonderful words from Evelyn Underhill. I think she was a mystic and a Episcopalian in the United Kingdom. She said once, with great wisdom, "We mostly spend our lives conjugating 3 verbs: to want, to have, and to do. Craving, crutching, clutching, and fussing. We are kept in perpetual unrest, forgetting that none of these verbs has ultimate significance, except so far as they are transcended by and included in the fundamental verb to be." Being always comes before doing. I used to share that idea with my students constantly because we live in a culture that is impressed by people with fame. If you do this, you make a lot of money and whatever. And so, being somebody is really such an important thing in our culture, but being is more important. And that's the thing that really takes a lot of work. Just ask any teacher, any counselor, any minister or priest. It's difficult to really change people. I'd like to offer, and this is one of my favorite days in that Novena by Father Ruotolo, day 8. Again, just let this melt into your heart. You know it's the truth. You got to know that. Close your eyes and let yourself be carried away on the flowing current of my grace, says Jesus. Close your eyes and do not think of the present, turning your thoughts away from the future, just as you would from temptation. Wow, isn't that something? Stay in the present. Repose in me, believing in my goodness. And I promise you by my love that if you say you take care of it, I will take care of it. I will console you, liberate you, and guide you. Whew. Yeah. And then 10 times again, "Oh Jesus, I surrender myself to you. Take care of everything." The flow of grace, just to get into that little river of grace and to allow it to transform you. Boy, what a marvelous thought. And then we're really getting involved when we think about that as in contemplative prayer, aren't we? Silence is, again, God's first language. All the rest are bad translations. Nice little story that the kids in school would really enjoy. One day a farmer's donkey fell down a well. The animal cried piteously for hours as the farmer tried to figure out what to do. Finally, he decided the animal was old and the well needed to be covered up anyway. It just wasn't worth it to retrieve the donkey. He invited all his neighbors to come over and help him. They all grabbed a shovel and began to shovel dirt into the well. At first, the donkey realized what was happening and cried horribly. Then, to everyone's amazement, he quieted down. A few shovels later, the farmer finally looked down the well. He was astonished at what he saw. With each shovel of dirt that hit his back, the donkey was doing something amazing. He would shake it off and take a step up. As the farmer's neighbors continued to shovel dirt on top of the animal, he would shake it off and take a step up. Pretty soon, everyone was amazed as the donkey stepped up over the edge of the well and happily trotted off. Life is going to shovel dirt on each of us, and that's something that happens on a regular basis, isn't it? And we have all kinds of dirt. The trick is getting out of the well is to shake it off and to take a step up and to continue. Each of our troubles is kind of a stepping stone. We can get out of the deepest wells just by not stopping, continuing to work at it, never giving up. The solution may be just the next step. Shake it off and take a step up. Remember the 5 rules of happiness? Free your heart from hatred, forgive. Free your mind from worries. Most never happen. If you can fix it, why worry? If you can't fix it, why worry? So why worry? Live simply and appreciate what you have. Give more. Expect less. Love God and pray. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. Got to step up so you can get up there and trot off with that donkey, huh? Now keep on going. Good to be with you, and better things are continuing to come each time we get together. If you want happiness tomorrow, remember it always depends on doing the truth today. Love you. God bless.